Welcome to the YouTube channel of Legally Trust. This video is one of the series of educational videos that will be available on this channel under the category General Awareness.
Hello friends, today we'll be discussing the topic of third-party insurance under Motor Vehicle Act 1988. Now, insurance is a mechanism under which there's an insurance company to which a premium is paid by an individual at pre-decided intervals, and in case of any accidents which may occur, the insurance company takes it upon themselves to indemnify the third person on behalf of this individual who took the insurance. Now, this is a very important aspect when it comes to vehicles, because unforeseeable events can happen at any time and a person may not always be prepared either mentally or financially to deal with such unfortunate situations. But at the same time, claims of the people involved are also to be taken into consideration, also to be protected. So third party insurance plays this role of protecting individuals against unforeseeable events by way of having an insurance company financially back them up in case any unfortunate event occurs, because of which a sudden financial obligation arises towards a third party. Because if an insurance is in place, then it is the duty of the insurance company to indemnify the third party which was injured on account of this unforeseeable accident on behalf of the person who took the insurance. Now, insurance is a mandate under Motor Vehicles Act 1988. Section 146 of this act mandates every vehicle to have a valid insurance, for the simple reason that accidents are not something which are foreseeable. It is an unfortunate thing which can happen at any time, and everyone needs to be protected against such instances which may occur. But because a person may not be ready for such situations, to back them up, to give them a standing, to be able to indemnify people who were at loss or who suffered great injury, this mechanism is put in place, and it is a mandate which is to be followed, which cannot be circumvented. Now, there is a process for settling of claims by which, for example, an accident occurs and then there are some people who were injured by it. So now they are claiming certain compensation to indemnify for the loss which has happened. So now it's on the insurance company to indemnify such third party individuals on behalf of the person whose vehicle it was, because that person took an insurance for his or her vehicle with that insurance company. Now, this company will designate an officer for the purposes of settling of claims. This officer will put forth the settlement before the claimants, and now it is up to the claimants to either accept this offer or reject it. And if they accept it, then the claims tribunal will record all this in writing and execute the settlement. On the other hand, if the claimants reject this, then it's on the claims tribunal to adjudicate upon the matter and decide regarding the same. Now, as said before, having an insurance is a mandate under section 146, and there are additional provisions which back up this requirement, because there is a provision which says that the police can require the person to produce certain documents of the vehicle, such as the registration certificate, the copy of insurance, to determine whether the vehicle was being used in contravention of the provisions of Motor Vehicles Act. Now, if a vehicle has been in an accident and if it is figured out that that vehicle was being used in contravention of the laws of Motor Vehicles Act, that creates a separate problem, and that needs to be identified, because the accident occurring may have been an unforeseeable event, but when the law dictates certain things to be put in place and when the person willfully neglects to do that, then these circumstances are to be looked at from a different point of view. That is why the police can require production of these documents to examine and ensure that the vehicle was being driven following all the provisions set in place by the Motor Vehicles Act 1988. Further, there's liability imposed on the insurance company towards treating accident victims even in the golden hour. Now, golden hour is considered that period of time right after when the accident occurs. This is the time where medical attention can really save a person's life or can prevent them from incurring serious injuries. So the provisions put a duty on the insurance companies to provide for the medical treatment of road accident victims even in the golden hour. This is the extent till which our laws push and try to protect people against unforeseeable events which may put them at a disadvantageous position. Further, the liability of insurance companies is also given under section 164 of the said act, which says that in cases of death of a third party, the insurance company is liable to pay up to 5 lakh rupees as compensation, and when the third party incurs grievous hurt, the insurance company is supposed to pay by obligation 2.5 lakh rupees. These compensation amounts are put in place again to give the accident victims some compensation to make sure that they're indemnified for the loss that occurred. Now, as said earlier, accidents are something which can occur which are not foreseeable as such, so that is something that we cannot rule out. But what we can rule out is that if unfortunately something happens, we are protected for the same, and this protection comes from the insurances that are in place, which is a mandatory requirement. Now, a valid insurance is one which is by a valid insurance company who is an authorized insurer who takes up responsibility to indemnify the third person on account of the individual who took the insurance. This is the concept of insurance which guarantees protection, and it is a mandate because everyone needs to be protected against unforeseeable events, and insurance companies have duties which go to the length of providing medical treatment in the golden hour and giving compensation in cases of death and grievous hurt to ensure that people who are put at a disadvantageous position are given some sort of compensation to make up for the loss. To conclude, insurance is important. It is a mandate. This mandatory requirement cannot be circumvented in any circumstances. A vehicle needs to have a valid insurance, and a valid insurance needs to have the certain conditions which talk about the implementation of the insurance to the extent of indemnifying the third party even in cases of death and grievous hurt, which includes bodily injury as well. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video was informative.
Hope the information contained in this video was useful to you. We look forward to each one of your support and cooperation in making this initiative a success. For more details about the trust, do visit us at www.legalaidtrust.in. Kindly subscribe this channel and click on the bell icon to get the latest updates about various law-related educational videos. Thank you for watching us and have a good day.